Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrasslin for Life Network. Welcome to another live stream, and welcome to NXT as we dive into all the fun tonight. It's going to be a good one, folks. Get in that chat, click all the buttons, make sure you hit like, share, subscribe, be a part of the family, be a part of the fun. It's going to be a good one tonight, so strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you NXT tonight. We got lots to talk about, lots to get into. It's going to be a fun show. And again, blow up that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Make sure you tell all your friends. But if you don't know who we are, I am all by myself. I'm all by myself. What is happening? No, Mr. Nick is resting that throat. We all know, Nick wasn't feeling the best, so we hope he's doing well. T's and P's go out to Mr. Big Nick. Hope he's feeling better today, and he will be back momentarily. But in the meantime, you're stuck with little old me. Hopefully, I can entertain you as I am Mr. Everynight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and happy to see everyone filling up that chat already. So let's go. Raspy Nick for sure. So everyone send your thoughts and prayers and love over to Big Nick. Hopefully he's doing well. Big shout out to Anthony as well. Speaking of Anthony, I won't waste any time. Let's jump into the big news. Before I say hello to all the people, hopefully everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. You're doing well. You're feeling good. I will be clicking through the buttons momentarily, but TNA lands on AMC. It is official. It is going to happen. That is the big news. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk about it as we go here tonight, but also, with heavy hearts and much love and much prayers as we lost a legend today, Mr. Larry Punk, if you will. But Larry passed on. CM Punk's loved puppy. I'm sure everyone's seen the pictures and seen Punk with them. So I know at times pets are just like family. Been there, and so nothing but love out to Punk and AJ and everyone around Mr. Larry. He will be missed. Those were the two biggest stories going around the wrestling internet all day today. TNA and Larry. Didn't even know anything else happened in the wrestling world as far as I'm concerned. So nothing but love for little Larry. All dogs go to heaven. So I'm sure he's got his wings. He's having a good time chewing on a bone. But that all being said, as I did say off the top, TNA going to AMC coming in January. How do you guys feel about it? This is something we've been waiting for from TNA for a while. We are hoping TNA could get into some type of TV deal. Now, are they more in the conversation? Can they challenge for number 2? Can they be at the top of the wrestling world? I know they're not going to topple the giant, but can they climb the ladder? Does this change the dynamic? I know some people talked about AMC and blah, 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 but I think at the end of the day, AMC is going to be perfectly fine. You make it a destination. You make the shows worth trying to find. Thursdays, 9, not 8, so a little bit later, but hopefully that means you get a very good lead in. It will also be on the AMC Plus app. I did think I saw, yeah, I did. $6.99 a month with ads, $9.99 without. So there you go. Another service. What us wrestling fans really needed was another service. It did not clarify if AMC will have TNA library. I have not heard, actually, and that's a good point, Cherokee George. Nothing has officially come out. Now, keep in mind, Anthem would probably want to hold on to as much of that library as they could. Will they make it available on something like AMC Plus? Maybe. They also might rely on the fact that they've put a lot of stuff on YouTube as well. So maybe they'll continue that journey and they will just literally leave the TV rights to AMC, keep their library to themselves. So that'll be very interesting. I haven't heard any further clarification. I know we'll get more news and as this rolls out. But I know guys, or our friends like Anthony out there, pumped, excited. You know, they, we wanted this. We want to see what TNA can do. We think there's good talent there. I think this might open up the doors to now. Is it more plausible that TNA could lock on to somebody like a Karrion Kross, who now it's more enticing to have the channel AMC. Now I know some people out there have AMC on cable, I guess, depending on where you are. So I think some people already have AMC. Other people will have to get it. That was not good enough to be here. We'll put it that way, Jose. So he's on the mend. He's been, dropping a lot of lozenges, to say it nicely. But Nick, he's resilient. We've been through a lot, and doing this as much as we do, it's crazy that we don't miss more days. So big shout out to the guy. Even today when he said to me, yeah, man, I'm still not doing well, but if you need me. So the man's a trooper. He is missed. And like I said, hopefully I can keep you entertained for the next couple as we roll through, and another busy week. Now tonight, for those who don't know, tonight is the go home show for Deadline. This Saturday, we go live at 6:45, I believe, for NXT Deadline. Tonight, we're going to get a Iron Survivor Summit. Of course, Oba and Ricky are on a collision course. And I will say hello to the chat before we get too deep into this one. As you guys know, I might get a little behind the chat. Don't forget, super chat, super stickers. Make yourself stand out. Guarantee that we click on you. Plus, they give you bonus points, and you can be in the top 3 like Spaz, Chris, and Damien. Top 3 from last night's stream. We appreciate you. Keep it up, folks, and get in there. Don't spam the chat, though. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Earn it. But like I said, we're going to hear from Izzy. She turned on Tatum. We're getting the Summit. We're getting Tavion and Briggs. And then, of course, I'm almost sad that Nick's not here. But we are getting a fatal 8-man tag, of Dark State. I almost called them the Death Riders. Dark State taking on the baby faces. So this shall be interesting. Again, maybe from afar, or with Nick can type his frustration with Dark State winning this one tonight. But without further delay, Kevin, welcome back, sir. How you doing? Zach letting us know it's Popping Corn Day. Now, popping corn or popcorn? Is there a difference? Like, do we need the second syllable is my question, Zach. Do we need it? Is it clutch? Anyway, happy Popping Corn Day. Big fan of the popping corn. But business. Is it business of? All right. Well, anyway, Zach, welcome back. Good to see you, sir. Michael, our current prediction champion. I start therapy next week. Been going through a lot mentally last couple of weeks, not to mention I'm bipolar as F. Take care of yourselves and your mental health, gentlemen. 100% November was very much Men's Mental Health Month, and I maybe not talked about enough. We advocate for it huge on this channel. We push for it. We got a lot of male fans. Shout out to the ladies too, but you're never alone. I'm glad therapy is the best thing I ever did. So I highly recommend it to everybody else out there. Get help, talk to somebody. You're never alone. There's always a way out. And remember, be a friend, tell a friend all day, every day, folks. J1, welcome back. It's cool that TNA got their new TV deal with AMC. I've seen that the first 2 weeks of Thursday night Impact will be live shows, and they also mentioned the WWE TNA partnership. So a couple things about that real quick, and then I'll get to more people. I saw people instantly come out with WWE and TNA are done. Now, I do not believe, and I haven't seen a viable source yet. Now, if there is somebody credible reporting it, well, let's talk about it. But it happened too fast. For me, they instantaneously they signed with AMC, so they're dropping, they're cutting this out. I don't know how true that is yet. Could that be the case? For sure. But I don't see why. I mean, especially in the beginning, maybe you want a little bit of that WWE, we're on TV help. As far as the live ones, we really hope that moving to AMC will push them to do more live shows. live shows do better numbers. Live shows get more viewers. Live shows are better for the fan base. And if they can pull it off, I think it would be much better. So, yeah, right out of the gate, they're coming in hot. And the good news with this is, and I'll just add this real quick, the wrestlers, the TNA wrestlers are so pumped. I would be shocked if they fall short of putting on an entertaining show. Like the guys and girls that make up TNA's roster right now are so excited to get into this. And for some of them, they've been around for a long time, and they're finally getting this. They're finally getting that next step for them. So that's great. It's really good for them. Cherokee, welcome back. TNA and AMC. Yeah, so that's the big all day. 85% of my timeline was TNA, which is amazing because everybody was talking about it. The other, there was like 10% was Larry, and then a small 5% of random. So that's how the wrestling world went today. But welcome back, Cherokee. But it will still be good. Eric, welcome back, sir. Good to see you. Tatum Izzy and Zaria Solruka. We'll talk about them as we get into the show. We do have a couple segments. Izzy's going to talk tonight, so we'll see what's up with that, Eric. But hope you are well. Damien, good to see you. Welcome back, the leader of the Hopium tribe. Got all the Cherokee Georges. Happy wrestling. See money. Birthday to one of my personal faves, Jinsei Shinzaki, a.k.a. Hakushi. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. God bless you. Let's all wish him. I'm not reading that. No, can't do it. He turns 59. Sure, it means happy birthday, but that's way too many syllables. On 10, no, I'm gonna butch. I'm gonna fuck it up. That's how it goes. Can't do it. What up, bud? How's Big Kev doing? Oh, shut up, Big Kev. Let's go. Rest in peace, Larry, for sure. Chris, welcome back. Good to see you. Good to see you. Mega, I'm not getting MC Plus just for TNA. That's ridiculous. Well, I mean, again, you get to decide on that one. And that's the, as a consumer, you have that choice. Me personally, I'd like to see it. I want to see what they do. We will be here live at 9 o'clock on Thursdays to cover TNA. Our original content, Dirt Sheet Debate, other things that we do will now be moving to Sundays. I haven't told the team yet, but yes, we will be here live for a lot of the TNA, as you could imagine. And of course, we have the best guy, the best friend out there with the TNA hookup as Mr. Anthony. So we hope to see him smiling his way onto some of these big AMC shows, as we're about 1 minute away from the start of the show, folks. Again, be a friend, tell a friend, get in the chat. Don't be quiet, don't be shy. Put an emoji, put something in that chat. Click the little reaction button, say hello. But Sean got you. Meg, I see you. Neo, welcome back. Let's go. Josh, how you feeling, buddy? Rest in peace, Larry. How you doing, Paul? OG Dale. Answered. Nick can't talk. So we should have just brought him on anyway and just had him sit here and smile. It would have been hilarious. But Mr. Raspy Nick, yes. So wishing Nick all the best. Just doesn't feel the same. Oli, when what? Congrats to TNA and Godspeed, Larry. Let's go. Tuesday knee pads, MDB. Let's go. How you doing, buddy? Feeling a little sore from that ass whooping? It's okay. I still like you. TNA on AMC. Yes, they are. Guardian, welcome back. Nick absent because he saw Dark State. Yeah, that's what it is. Nick right now is pulling the Ferris Bueller. Yeah, no, he's trying to dodge the Dark State at all possibilities. Easy for me to say. Rest in peace, Larry. You were a good boy that won the fight with Kenny Omega. He'll go down in history as being 1-0 in backstage scrimmages. As I am getting the start of the show, folks. If you like, you can sync up with my Netflix coverage tonight. But right now on my screen, I got then. We will roll through. You can play along, but it should be an interesting one. Setting up Deadline this weekend, and we will be live 6:45 for Deadline. Looking forward to this one. TNA on AMC is plus for everybody. I think so. I think so. You guys are awesome. Keep it coming. Spaz, I see you. $10 super chat as I get together in the opening of the show, showing the crowd. My grandma's in the building. Let's go. $10. A few things. Thursday Night Impact, rather than just Impact, is interesting. Yeah, I mean, I get why you would go that way. I mean, you get a little nervous about feeling like something else, but Thursday Night Impact I can live with. The 9 to 11 time slot is also interesting. May indicate more adult content, whatever that means. I think so, and I also think it's, AMC cuts that deal. They have a solid, whatever their 8 to 10 on Thursdays or 8 to 9 on Thursdays is. But we are starting the show with the Deadline Summit, and the ladies are already in the ring with Ava Raine. Ava Raine. Let's go. But indicate more adult. It could be. But yeah, there was a lot of the usual crowd trying to find the negatives in this, but there's way too much positivity to come out with. If you right now are out there tweeting and shitting on this whole thing, I think that you stand out like a sore thumb, and you look pretty fucking stupid in this one. Like literally, my timeline was just full of people gushing over this. Former wrestlers, past wrestlers, friends of wrestlers. Just congrats. I can't tell you the last time TNA took over, my timeline like that. So yeah, it's a pretty good vibe. CW is in full sync. Let's go. Bye. The Ops and the Elite official winner is coming. Okay, but so will it be 3 of the Ops? Like, is Hook going to be pulled into this? How are they going to play it out? Why is that official now? That's interesting. W together. Hashtag coverage. You couldn't write fast enough, sir. Nick breaking his wrist trying to keep up with that combo. Yeah, Wendy Chu is coming. If Wendy Chu showed up tonight, it would be ironic. So I got Lola. I got Soul with a mic. I got Ava looking lost. I got Jordan with a mic. All right. So what are you guys thinking? Early thoughts. Iron Survivor match. As we have, again, all 5 competitors. Kalani, Jordan Grace, ironic. Lola, Soul, and Gray all going to be in this one. You might. It's been an interesting go for me. We'll see. Let's go. Great. Now I have to watch wrestling every day. Well, I mean, we already kind of do. That's funny as hell, Jose. I appreciate it. Never mind his writing. I don't know if I can read fast enough. Ava Raine. It's so funny. But again, I know I harp on her, and she's not that impactful to the show. Kendall Gray, are you picking her to win? She has the mic right now. The voice of an angel. There you go. That's what I was about to say. You got it, Jose. Fergie. The minute Kalani starts talking, they turn on her, guys. So, I mean, we got to give her a little bit of credit. I know she was kind of bland and trying to figure it out. But to her credit right now, the minute she starts speaking, she's getting the biggest reaction out of everybody. By the way, have I mentioned I hate these summits? How do y'all feel about the summits? Welcome back, Chris. Welcome back, Michael. Welcome back, Klaatu. I haven't been a fan of TNA for some time, and I was there in the beginning when it was all pay-per-view episodes. You remember those days? Perhaps it's time to take a look. I think so. And again, I think TNA's gone through some transitional stuff. Had some people move on that were pivotal, especially on the women's side of things. But there's always the little engine that could, and there's a lot of good pro wrestlers there. And I would argue that by what I believe the standard of pro wrestling is, by definition, you get closer to TNA than some other companies. I heard a rumor that Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, Taylor Wilde, Jessica Havoc will be their own, the first TNA show on AMC. Yeah, a lot of rumors. They're talking about bringing alum in. They're talking about people that they might sign. One of the interesting conversations, like I said earlier, was like, could somebody like Karrion Kross now be more inclined to go to TNA? Would some other free agents out there that would like to be on national TV go there? But here's Fatal Influence. No, Nick. We need his official interpreter, like Luther on the Key Peel show. Get well soon. We should have got him one of those like fucking Stephen Hawking talk boxes. Like he could type and it would talk for him. But yeah, no, nothing but love. I saw him in the chat saying thank you to people. So, even when we're not here, we're here, folks. Get well soon. I love it. Let's go. Kalani got the go away heat. Nah, I don't think so, my guy. It's not annoying enough to have go away heat. JC cutting a promo on all the ladies, basically saying it doesn't matter what you guys do. Talk about go home. See, doubled up on me. Kalani should have paused and gotten mad at the crowd when they started booing, nitpicky. Yeah, a little thing that I think you'll see more as she gets comfortable, or more veteran, promo would probably have that sense to play to the crowd. But I agree with you. Sometimes talking through it's not your best choice. It's crazy. Friday, final resolution, SmackDown, final battle. There is a lot going on Friday, Damien. We're going to do our best to keep an eye on all of it, as we always do. It should be a very fun night here at the channel. Again, just all these Friday night shows kind of slamming up. I really don't understand why they put the Ring of Honor shows on a Friday. I find it odd. Yep, absolutely. Sorry, Kalani still can't talk. Well, she's getting booed. That's all I know. She's not the greatest talker. But let's be real. Ronan. Wait, not Ronan. Richard. Jordan Grace can't talk either. Let's be real. Let's be fair. And Jordan's been doing it way longer than Kalani. But we got Joe and Squirrel Girl. There you go. Joe and Thea Hale having fun. Velvet Sky still got the fastball. What a lady. Yeah, right? The high heat. Kalani needs to improvise and use the crowd. She sounds like she's reciting. And yes, that becomes the problem with a lot, especially the NXT stuff, right? It all feels recitey at times. As we do have Stacks in the back with Ariana. Congratulations. I believe they got engaged. I believe they were in France, and he popped the question. And it looks like we might get Ariana and Stacks taking on Joe and Thea. May the excitement overwhelm us all. Kalani is adorable. Fatal Influence was out, Dale. What are those prices? I think it was like $6.99 without with ads, and $9.99 without. So I believe in Thea Hale. As Thea comes running out, I guess they've revamped Thea's entrance, Thea's look, Thea's presentation. Even JC has a better reaction. Well, I mean, again, Kalani's a heel. She's getting booed. I mean, I don't know if better. Kalani too adorable to hate. Showstopper, how you doing? How you doing? I mean, again, I think the young girl's trying. I like her a little more heelish. The fans are booing her. They are kind of getting on her case. I don't think it's go home heat, because I don't know that I don't think she's been irritating enough. I don't know if I take her serious enough to kind of give her go home heat. Chase U got into an altercation in the parking lot with OTM before the show. No, they didn't. Damien, stop lying to me. Stop lying to me, really? Nick needs the Kane talk box. Dude, why did I think of that? That's the answer right there. Just right to the throat. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Get well soon, Nikki. Too darn adorable. Kalani getting go away heat. Yeah, a lot of people saying that. JV, welcome back. What the hell did they do to Joe Hendry? They WWE fight him. Nah, they're all right. I mean, Joe was kind of like that before he got here. What did they really change? Other than putting him with Thea, but it's because people want him on the main roster, which I agree is a good talent. But I think patience and letting him kind of do what he's doing now. I mean, if anything was true, is he's not as hot as he was, but I kind of put that on TNA. I think TNA kind of cooled him off because they knew he was out the door. My name is Nick. What? Nick can be Ned from South Park. Let's go. I saw a video of NXT. I saw a video on NXT X account. All right, okay. Did Chase U still trying to be a thing? I don't know, man. Power Rangers has music. Well, I mean, again, if the go-go fits, man, what are you going to do? Give her death metal? Look at her. Fucking, come on. She'd snap her neck. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Still their names and they appear. Say their names and they appear. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Thea Hale. Hell, the Hendry. I like it. I think it's fun. I don't know. Some people have kind of, like, I think, lost a little excitement about Joe because Joe was super hot and then Joe did cool off. And then people kind of expect him to kind of come over. And then there was like this weird transition period where like, you don't even go here, but you keep showing up here. And now he's officially here. And it's not quite what we thought, but this is how Joe broke into TNA. Very, campy, over the top, funny, but he has good matches. He writes funny songs. Give him time. Give him time. Becky Lynch, WrestleMania 42 teaser trailer. Fair enough. I just got the obligatory screensaver. Got that one. Big Nick is the anti-punk, the voiceless of the voice. Yes. Dude, that's even better. KJ, are you interested in Chase U versus OTM? No, I'm not. I wouldn't chase you to OTM. No, I have no desire, Damien. I don't know what we're doing with Chase U. I think they're trying to make it a little bit of a thing, but to me, it's not working. It's a dead gimmick. It's a dead idea. They buried the fucking school twice. So let's just move on. I don't know what's helping the young guys get over. I don't think it's doing anything. OTM has potential. I think they do. They might have to change up a little, though. I don't know how well or how much I feel like the Out the Mud doesn't really fit for them. I don't know. But things change. They got to be, as we got Ava with a team of security or wrestlers. No, they're security. Go Thea Hale. You can have that. I'm not too. Get out of here. That's too funny. I like it. Booker T losing his mind. The Nick sounded like Booker T last night. What? Five time. What are you saying? Let's go.
Yums.
Let's go. Sure enough, we get Ariana Grace coming out to take on Thea Hale with future hubby Stax Malone. I might have added the Malone part for fun.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
Time for the yum yums. Corey Graves on commentary tonight. Yes. Fitting name because that's exactly how I stack bodies. Friday night, TNA Friday. Yeah. So for those who don't know, Stax is fighting Mike Santana on Friday. All right, and I will put a poll up for this one. Let me know who you're taking. So I should have already had that bad boy up. Oh wait, I already had a poll. So 80% of the chat is saying right now that the TV deal kind of moves TNA into that number 2 spot. It definitely puts them in the conversation, especially if it's successful. Right? If it starts doing good numbers, oh shit. They're talking about Steve Macklin right now. Oh, that's who he's fighting. My bad. Matches. Yeah, Stacks taking on Macklin. Singles match for the TNA International title. Li Ying Lee taking on Zaya Brookside for the Knockouts title. The Inspiration taking on Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford. Leon Slater, AJ Francis, not bad. Frankie Kazarian, JDC. Mike Santana, Charles Dempsey. So, I mean, again, we talk a lot about the WWE relationship, and maybe it does, maybe it's not as ingrained in storyline, but I do think there's still this weave or some guys like, we don't have nothing for you right now. They might, right? We don't own them. We just work with them a lot. Out of the Mud sounds Southern. There's something, they need a different gimmick, in my opinion. Yeah, Jose, I completely agree with you. There's a disconnect for me with that. Again, I mean, it's not even really in line with what they're portraying. And when you do say Out the Mud, you think, you think of the pickup truck and kicking mud and, that good old time. And definitely has a Southern vibe to it. Doesn't mean they can't make it their own, but it doesn't quite connect for me. So we'll see. Corey Graves, yes, he is. Very good. No Booker tonight, right? But no. Thea Hale for the win. Let's go. As Thea Hale is in control at the moment. How are we feeling out there on a Tuesday? You guys ready for Dynamite tomorrow? Dynamite's gonna be crazy. Lots to talk about with Dynamite. Spaz, $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. What's the craziest way that final resolution could bleed into deadline? It's tricky right now. As here comes Joe. I think the only way you could have it really bleed into the other one, I mean, you said craziest way. Craziest way is you'd have somebody you have like Oba step into somebody like Mike Santana, and then Mike tries to get the call back at deadline. Again, I don't think they're going to go super crazy. And right now it seems like, and the Kimura ends it. So Ariana Grace takes the L. Thea Hill, we believe. That Kimura strapped on tight. Yeah, I mean, again, with the relationship as it stands right now, I mean, the craziest thing to do is just empty the locker room, right? Like, but you're doing that with Evolve, so I'm a little torn, Spaz. TNA has a good roster. They have a good roster, a strong roster, a roster of vets. But they do have they are showing the back, the parking lot issue between OTM and Chase U. Again, I don't really care. I don't know why we won't move on from this. Andre Chase can wrestle. He doesn't need this. He can do something else. But yeah, I guess these idiots don't know how to work a car. All right. They don't know how to use the car. Big fat Italian wedding. Let's go. Want to know? All hail, hail. How are we feeling about Joe and Hale? Oh, and up next, right into this world. Here comes our buddy Brooks. So they're going from match, and I meant Briggs, not Brooks. But Briggs taking on his new rival in Tavion. We've seen them brawl all over the place. So up next, get your votes in. Who you taking, who you taking, who you taking? We go to a commercial break. 1-0 for Thea Hale. How's the chat doing out there? And again, do you guys like Joe and Thea? Do you like Thea? Does Thea help? Are you a fan of Thea? Would you like Thea to do well? Speaking of ladies that we maybe haven't talked about much lately, but big news today that Natty's coming back to Raw. How you feeling about Natty returning? Got Briggs, got Tavion, Briggs. It's kind of a weird one because I think both guys feel like they need it, which is a good place to be if you're a booker, but both guys feel like they need it. Booker T. OTM should be FTP from the projects. Hail, Thea, hail. Let's go. You have a point. What did he say? Are you interested in the Hardy Boys versus OTM on Friday? Again, not really. Maybe I'm just being a Debbie Downer right now, Damien. I know you're the leader of the Hopium tribe. I mean, again, I always like a fun Hardy Boys match, and sure, you know what? OTM gets a match with the Hardy Boys, and then it's a nice match for them. They do well, they showcase well. But yeah, I mean, on paper, I mean, I think I know how the match plays out in my head already. OTM, the young big guys, are going to smash for a while, and then the Hardys are going to find a way to get a W, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I feel like is happening. On this episode of Tavian Heights, he gets the win. All right. I like it. It's funny as hell. Tavion Heights. A lot of these wrestlers' names sound like that now, though. Tavion is good. He's super good. He did that stint out in Japan, and it really helped him. It really paid off. I know Nick was kind of a big advocate of Tavion going back, and he's just athletic. He looks like he has all that you want from an up-and-coming wrestler. A look, size, vibe, energy. Again, young, trying to figure it out, trying to stake his claim. Getting a little bit of a rub right now, some consistent TV since kind of breaking away from the group that he had to fight out of multiple times to get officially out of. So no more with the quarter pound. Now he's just looking for some gold. 316, how you doing? And do you like the new Liv and Dom, aka the Natural Born Killers, Bonnie and Clyde? I like how they're playing him, man. I agree. They're hot as shit, and they're cooking. They're cooking. They are like they're standing out. You have Liv kind of chin checking Stephanie Vacour a little last night, letting her know she's there. Dom's doing Dom things, and that's why Dom getting the belt back. You saw during the promo, Finn's still not in a good place with all this, but I do really like what they're doing with Dom and Liv, and it works. It's over. The crowds react. Liv is a star. Dom has become a star. It blows my mind. Even at Survivor Series, the post show, fans out there cheering for Dom. It's crazy. People still getting hyped about over Natty, but hate Nikki Bella. Make it make sense. MDB, I'm going to make it make sense real quick. Natty can wrestle. Natty can wrestle. That's it. That's all you need to know. I never said I was hyped about it, by the way. I've been funny about Natty. Natty, to me, is in that place where she's great as a veteran coach leader. But I think this is a lady like in Natty, she's literally out there teaching. She's turning Maxine Dupree into a star. Nikki, what does she bring? You look, I don't know. Briggs has a spooky skull. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if the smoking skull on his shoulder helps his badass biker image or makes him seem a little silly. I'm leaning towards silly. As I got John Cena, as we're going through these snippets, the various snippets of the John Cena interview, talking about different aspects of his career. I listen, it sounds silly because we've been going through this for a year now, but like we are this close to saying goodbye to John Cena. Has that sunk in? Like, will it sink in next week for some people? Are some people listening right now just like, who cares? He's gone. Is he still here? But sorry, I'm distracted by Javon, Joe, Miles, Leon, and Ava back at it. Ava looking good, like more conservative tonight. Oh, Stone's here. You open my mail? Do you have a receipt for that? That's what that sounded like, did it not? Sorry, do you have a receipt? So a package came for Ava, but she didn't look in it. Okay, so raising the snake. Whoever gets the pin tonight gets to pick his spot in the Iron Survivor. Okay. As Ava hugged, oh, Javon's trying to peek in the box. Ava says no. What is that? What was that? Was that? What fell out of her box, folks? What's in the box? What's in the box? Anybody know? What's in the box? What is in the box? What is it? Someone help me. Was it feathers? Was it, what was it? As we're brawling already. Davion jumps Josh, and here we go. Ref begging them to get in the ring. I tell you this much. WWE does not have any legends to fall back on. And one thing I realized, Attitude Era almost ended 25 years ago. So that tell you something. Paul, shut your dirty mouth. How dare you say something like that? The Attitude Era did not end 25 years ago. Maybe 3 or 4. How dare you make me feel like that? Yeah, it was a while ago, man. It's a hot minute. Like, we forget now, like, you know, bands that were coming through the 90s are now classic rock. It's fucked up. It's really weird. And yeah, I mean, to say they don't have any legends to fall back on, I mean, come on. How many guys have to fall out of the closet and the woodwork? That sounded totally wrong. How many people have to come out of the woodwork to make it, you know, they got stars, they got old guys and girls everywhere, like a Nikki Bella, and they don't need to really lean on them anymore because I think they have a plethora of talent. That was my one of my beefs with Nikki is I just think you could book Steph with someone better, someone younger, someone more relevant. I just think it would help your champion. So that's where I'm kind of torn. Last week's Dynamite was 500,000. Oof. Yeah. It's funny because I hadn't seen the number at all. So, you know, 500,000. I guess they're going to say the positive side is it's up from last week, but not great overall. As Tavian's got the waist lock and just drops Briggs on his face. Not the prettiest of moves. Looks like burnt appeared. What was in the box? Nobody's telling me what was in the box. Looked like cryptic, like, yeah, it was like black napkins. It was a cryptic no. What was it? Ricochet versus Dalton Castle. Oh, okay. Why? Really? Okay. Last minute trying to add on matches for Final Battle is killer. Ring of Honor, unfortunately, I mean, I was such a Ring of Honor fan for so long. And I did have a little bit of hope when Tony took it over. Like, Tony's going to do some shit, and we get to keep this thing running. And it fell apart. It became, you know, AEW Dark 2.0. And it's never like, so like the pay-per-views don't even, how much advertising do you see for these pay-per-views? Not a lot. Apparently things fall apart. Was it a puzzle? Was it a puzzle? What was it? Looks like something burnt. Oh, it's Kane. It's got to be Kane. What does that mean? What's in the box? Yeah, I would say they have quite a few, right? Like, just fucking falling out of places. Like, hey, can I get some more? Briggs is the Dijak position. That's a very good comparable, Richard. It's like Briggs got to kind of his current ceiling, I'll put it that way, and now he's just kind of locked in the middle, and now he's kind of working as the escalator for some guys. We'll see if he can work out of it. They've given Briggs lots of opportunity to find his way. Just nothing seemed to have clicked for Briggs. Right? And I mean, the best thing to come out of the bar rescue was Kalani and Fallon. Fallon's still here. Not Kalani, Kiana. And Kiana's gone. What's in the box? I honestly have no idea what the fuck she put on that desk. Oh my God. Both men down. Tavion drives Briggs into the barricade. Nice spot. Yeah, that's not nice. It's a legend. And they're probably hers, not what's up, Capone? How you doing? As far as the Divas era, Nikki and Brie Bella were the worst part of that era. I've said it before, and I don't disagree with that. And maybe I didn't watch a lot of the Divas era, but they weren't my favorite. And again, they weren't supposed to be. They were heels. They were a pain in the ass. I just didn't think they were overly good. And, you know, it is what it is. To me, the Bella sisters are the Kardashians of pro wrestling. And that's how I feel about it. They got a lot of praise that they didn't deserve. They get treated like celebrities. Maybe they shouldn't have. And they think they're hot shit. Thank you again, sir. Kind of want to see Briggs for Sheamus, Cesaro, or just about K Jiggy. Mox, low key, Bama Lamas. Oh, I mean, again, I think the Mox thing would make for a bit of a slow match. Briggs has the potential as a big man to, you know, work that Sheamus style, that, you know, Cesaro style, you know, high impact striking, you know, forearms and elbows and uppercuts. Mox, Let's go.
Shit!
That's what he's trying to say. I got you. Outstanding. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. How are you? Happy Tuesday. What Continental Classics matches tomorrow is interesting? Okada versus Pac, or Kyle Fletcher versus Kevin Knight, or Moxley versus Claudio. Anyone guess what one I'm going to pick last? I'll wait. Guess. What do you think? Okada and Pac is interesting because Okada doesn't move very fast and Pac does. So this will be an interesting matchup of style. Can Okada keep up with Pac? I think they're going to be able to sell us on a pretty good match overall if you don't have, and we're not supposed to have any run-ins or bullshit in the Continental Classic. Okada's probably going to beat Pac, which is going to be contrary to my thought. Kyle Fletcher versus Kevin Knight's very interesting. To me, Kyle Fletcher versus Kevin Knight could be the final of this tournament. If it was if they were in the final, I'd be okay with it. Kevin Knight's a really talented guy. He's kind of like what we're seeing with Javon and Leon. And you imagine if Kevin Knight had opted to come this way instead of going that way, would he be in a spot kind of like Leon right now or Javon? Moxley, Claudio, I'm terrified of this match. I am absolutely terrified. If I was them, I would have the conversation with each other of like, you know, we take a whole lot of shit. We're on the same team. Let's not fuck around with this. Let's just like, we'll do like the dude thing. Like we'll touch gloves and we'll come out swinging and have a good match. Stay in the ring. Have a good match. Stay in the ring, Moxley, and just have a good match. Good moves, good flow. Don't fuck it up. Sell a couple things. These are two veterans that should be able to give us a fucking excellent match. Moxley makes me nervous because Moxley's on a different planet. Nikki and Brie were the worst part of that era. Then why are they in the Hall of Fame? No, you can't use the Hall of Fame. That's like using cage match. Fucking hell. KJ Alicia Fox is WWE legend. She is the first African-American black woman to win the WWE Divas Championship. That's very true. She's still going. She might win gold on the weekend. She got a big match coming up on Friday. We really going to say Alicia Fox was better than the Bellas? No. I mean, no. All right, I'll give you that one. You found one, MDB. How low can it go? We're gonna compare them to Snooki next. Oh, come on, Josh. We're nothing but a good time. Lighten up. Enjoy yourself. Ava Rain. See, how could you be mad? Nikki is KK when drops in. What's up? Ava Rain haters in the chat can go touch grass. Well, I can't leave. I'm running a show, and I know you might be defending her, but then I think things get quiet around here. I don't know if people will keep watching. So I kind of I can't go touch grass right now. I will smoke some the minute I say goodnight. But at the end of the day, sir, I mean, again, just be okay. If you like Ava and they don't, it's okay.
He's crashed.
Good match. It's going a lot longer than I anticipated. And thank you, Denisha. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, they're just clubbing each other right now. You can't make me like the Bellas. I'm sorry. And how do you dare? I mean, come on. Fox is way better than the Bellas. You think so? I better. See, I mean, would Alicia Fox be better, like considered better in ring? Alicia was a mess, though, man. That's a hard one. Like, it's like saying the Mighty Ducks were better than District 5. Yeah, fuck. Do you like the name for Megan Bain? Marina Shafir is Mega Problem. Are they really the Mega Problems? Fucking hell. Oh, Mega Problems. We would have done better. That's all I'm saying, Damien. Given us time, we would have done better than Mega Problems. Yeah, they got Mega Problems, all right. Well, Tavion, they don't just put anyone. Oh, come on. Really? Charmel's in there. Are you kidding me? Michelle McCool made it. What are we saying? Ava wouldn't have a job without Daddy Rock. Got to? That is true. Partly why I give her such shit. I'm not reading that out loud because it doesn't sound. That's definitely a possible offense. Oh, Briggs with his foot on the ropes. Hanging in, folks. How are we feeling out there on this one? Mega Problem. Mega sore ass. What are we doing? Josh Briggs is underappreciated. Yes and no, Paul. I think he's good. I think he's just looking for something. And when he finds what that something is, and I can't even tell you what it is. It's just one of those things is he lays out Tavion against the W. Maybe that's what it was. But playing a little more of this like heel side of himself is better. He's able to kind of be in people's face. He gives you good matches. I think he might be underappreciated sometimes because he was in good stuff that other people got, I feel, credit for. There's a couple guys really going at Briggsy here. Optimus Problem. That's good shit, Jose. Oh, fucking hell. What are we doing? Giggle Bush. Busted. Zeta Steel making a Ring of Honor debut. Is she really? Okay. And these two guys are still going at Briggs. The one dude is the size of Briggs's leg. And the other dude got to fix his facial hair. Jose's back on fire. Welcome back, sir. Spain did you good, apparently. But Truckle Shrubs. Truckle Shrubs. So we go back to commercial break. I will take a second to remind everybody out there, we shirt people. Go get your merch. Don't forget, deadline on Saturday, 6:45. We will be live, and the show goes live at 7. So we're going to be here for that. Myself, a better sounding Nick, I imagine. We're looking forward to this one. And of course, tomorrow, Dynamite, we will be here live. More Continental Classic, more to talk about, more to get into, and more setup is technically the go home show for winter is coming, I think, right? All right, riddle me this, Batman. I am Batman. Who's better, Nikki or Brie? I like Brie better because Brie didn't use an enhancement up front to get her over. But I think Brie's better. The only thing I fucking hate is Brie mode and the song. It's brutal. It gave you like a cringe, a physical cringe. Brie mode. It's right up there with we are. Just not good. Not good. Briggs is like JBL. Look how long it took. Yeah, 100%, Paul. I'm with you. And I always feel that way about the NXT talent. And I think some people, I mean, I've been defending Dark State. I know you probably won't agree with me, but I just want to see where they go, right? They might break up to get their success, but it's like Briggs. I want to see what happens with Briggs. You know, how does Zarya develop a little more? There are talent within this that quite, Kalani might be an example of somebody that's actually gotten way more push than we expect her to, and she hasn't quite clicked yet. So now what do we do? But I do 100% see what you're saying. And Briggs seems like a big guy with a big personality that can pull it off. It's just, you know what I mean, though? He's just waiting for something to, like, click, and now we got it. And maybe this heel thing is with the way to go with it. Briggs gets a win, but why? Why not? I like that you want that part of the show to be competitive. So I have no problem with Briggs getting the win there. Tavion gave him a good battle. And I guess the argument is, aren't we pushing Tavion? But let's make it competitive. I'm leaning Brie. Nikki, we might have to make that a poll. See, Nikki got a lot of the credit and the accolades because she was the one that got the titles. But Brie was doing all the work. Brie was the one to watch. Brie was the one causing the trouble. Nikki's done nothing without Brie. Then again, Brie probably wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for Nikki. I was going to put a poll up, but it looks like you guys are pretty fucking unanimous across the board on this one. As Tavion takes the L. Yeah, let me put a poll up. Who is Bata? Nikki. Know what goes good with butter? A little bit of Brie. That was silly. My dad joke of the day. But there you go. Fill that one in.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
Ronan, the calling up next. Izzy Dame, you've got some splaining to do. I don't even know that Izzy's going to get a lot of explaining out. I think Izzy's going to get interrupted fairly quick by a very angry Tatum. For me, if I was Mr. Michaels, I'd be looking to have Tatum, go off the deep end, like just jump. So just getting rid of somebody. Goodbye. As we are back right now, looking at the crowd, folks. Both are trash. The twin gimmick just got over. Train, Tia, and Tamira, and we would have had, yes. I agree. I think if they weren't on Divas, and if their fucking stepdad wasn't, where he was in the company, that we're not even talking about the Bellas right now. And I know people get defensive. Don't worry, you're not married to her. Yeah, I've always said it. They just felt like the Kardashians of wrestling, that they got over because they were kind of like, oh, we're pretty. They're like, okay, great. No way. Okay, maybe I like Brie outside of the ring more than I like Nikki. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Brie just seemed like the more she married Daniel Bryan. She recycles their fucking poop. Like Nikki, it just seems like a completely different animal. Question, KJ. Do you think that we are going to get new champs on January 5th? Very possible. You want to set a tone, and it's the same thing I talked about with Tony Khan going into World's End. I challenged Tony Khan, go big. Tony Khan, if I was Tony Khan, I'd be going big. And then January 5th, we'll see what Raw does. But I don't know. I don't know why. And maybe it's crazy to think, like, would you really have Braun Breaker beat Punk going into a Mania season? Yeah, maybe. Braun winning would shake the fucking world. It would make a big deal. Someone young, someone, with the road ahead of them. I don't hate it. I honestly don't hate it. As far as the ladies' side, we could, just because of depending on who's involved. But I mean, Nikki, I'd let Steph do some stuff. As Izzy is cutting a promo, Dark State better than the culling. I would agree. Yeah, it's not even close. For me, the culling doesn't do shit. They don't even wrestle matches. They're basically fucking valets for the women. No Blake tonight yet. I hope she gets a title defense soon. Yeah, me too. Brie is better in the way. CM Punk wins the Rumble. Is that because he was supposed to win a Rumble and then it didn't work out? So now we get our get back? That's an interesting take. Braun beats Punk. Punk wins Rumble. Where's Elimination Chamber? I think I know the answer to this. We want Tatum breaks out. Oh, I lied. Where is Elimination Chamber 2026? Oh, you don't say. Now, if he's the champion, he doesn't necessarily get to be in that little shindig in Chicago. Interesting. Fun fact, Bray Wyatt was the last WWE World Champion of in their 20s. Yeah, that's great. I didn't know that's interesting, but again, we could use some more champions. I'm not like Brian Alvarez that thinks like, the kids should get the fucking, the fucking all the titles just because they did a bunch of flips one night. But again, there's nothing wrong with having some youthful, young, exciting champs. Elimination Chamber is in Punk's hometown, so we could lose it, win the chamber, and go to WrestleMania 42. Yeah, 100%. That almost makes me like double down on my wager that Braun Breaker. We talked about it last night. Bradley throwing out that we were going to match each other on the membership giveaway if Braun Breaker wins, and I think it's a high possibility because then Punk. I know MDB said he might win the Rumble, but maybe he doesn't win the Rumble. But maybe he wins a chamber in Chicago. In Chicago. Thank you. Everyone catching up. I like it. Or I'm catching up on y'all catching up. I only said the Dark State is better than the culling is because they've been in more matches. Pretty much. They've been used more. So I would give you to that. And I don't really, we do have like Dark Tatum. She's always dark, but she's extra dark. She is devastated. Devastated, poor thing. Did that not feel like she went way longer? And it felt, again, I think the biggest challenge for wrestlers is getting all the words. I think if you hand them a script, they're having a losing battle. I think it should be like jot form fucking notes. You gotta hit this, and this, and go. Like I really do think scripting them is hurting them because it just makes everything so stiff. I like this. How we feeling about this? I like this a lot. Wait till I ask Nick. How can you like Tatum and not like Wendy Chu? He's gonna lose his voice all over again, yelling at me. The calling just got forgotten. They became like background fodder for Izzy and Tatum. They just walk around with Tatum, or sorry, Izzy. As now we got Soul trying to make up with Zarya. Lola's back there as we're in this little nook. Izzy has Triple H's nose. Where? Pause. Is Tatum heartbroken? She is devastated. She is fucking stage 5 fucked up. She is not having a good time with this right now. She is struggling. I like it. I'm with you, Dale. I think it's good. I think she's crisp. Yeah, I like it a lot for Tatum. I really do. Izzy is still hot. Mr. Quake, let's go. Just for that abrupt kind of. Yeah, all right. I got you. Tatum is awesome. Izzy is right back to the yum-yums. If Punk doesn't win the Elimination Chamber in Chicago, it becomes an elimination chamber. It took me a second to reorganize the syllables. No, I mean, again, he would be a favorite. The other part of that is, I mean, we've seen it with other guys. He might not win, but the closer he gets to winning, the more exciting he kind of, you know what I mean? Like, that's where you really fuck with the fans of like, false finish, almost has it. Oh, he's going to get screwed. Like that, you really get to run that Chicago crowd on a roller coaster. And we remember he got fucked in a previous Elimination Chamber. He was supposed to win a Rumble. It never happened. So if Punk loses the belt, to me, it kind of opens up this avenue of, I got screwed. I'd probably get screwed or somehow distracted, but, is hell-bent on getting it back. If he wins the chamber, he fights one of the two champions. Maybe that's how we get back to Punk and Braun again. Because now you've solidified Braun as the running champion, the defending champion, to take on Punk at Mania. It sounds good. I don't know. How do y'all feel? Tatum is a great character worker. Unbelievable. Is he not my favorite promo, Capone? I think it went a little bit long, a little too bland at times, but doing not bad, got a bit of an attitude. I think that will come. Tatum's just on a different planet. Like she's got this and she knows who she is. She knows what she's trying to present. It doesn't feel like she's reading off of something scripted. It just like someone turned on the camera and said, "How do you feel?" And here it comes. And you feel it. The best wrestlers make you feel what they're feeling. She made me feel all that heartbreak, all that sadness, all that anxiety. Thank you, folks. That voice gets dry after a while. Good Tatum promo. Wendy Chu. Yes, please. Let's go. Right now I'm getting a commercial for WWE Shop. I think all we have left. Oh, we got lots left. Shit. We heard from Izzy. We got that. We got this. We got an 8-man tag, but we still got lots of time on the clock. Tatum Paxley is Paige meets Daphne. It's a good way to put it, Mr. Quake. I get both those comparables. You kind of take, you take them both and merge them. That's kind of what you get, right? The unhinged with a little more refined. But yeah, absolutely. And killing it, doing it so well. Soap opera, whiny, go kick ass. Didn't like it. Wow, was it? I mean, you got to give her some credit, no? I mean, we want some soap opera, don't we? That's, how do we get started without the soapy stuff? Tatum for Cruiserweight title. Okay, let's go. When Zarya Cake's turning, I think she's in the process. They're already having issues, then they're going to have to talk it out, but Soul is tried, and you can see where it's heading already. And then with Soul being in the Iron Survivor, that's the window. All Zarya has to do is cost Soul a deadline, and we're off and running. But now we are getting kind of a breakdown of what the Iron Survivor is. If you haven't seen it before, if you don't remember, you got two people in the match. People get added, and I think it goes, how long are we going? 20 minutes? 25 minutes. So remember, if you're coming out last, you get the least amount of time. Every pin or submission gets you points. If you get pinned or submitted, you go in the penalty box for 2 minutes in a 25-minute match. That's long as fuck. 90 seconds. Has that changed? Or am I just thinking hockey? So, yeah, we got a penalty box. Zarya turning soon. They're already working on it. The highest of degrees.
Yum yums.
At the highest level. Elimination Chamber is going to be top 5 crowds of next year. Man, you put the Chamber in Chicago with Punk in the Chamber on a mission to, get revenge for being, wronged by Paul and the Vision. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Zarya, please turn. Punk may still be champion until WrestleMania. That's a possibility, Anthony. Again, just theory. We just make things up. The difference between us and some others is, we're not acting like we got the inside scoop. We're just talking. Tatum is heartbroken. She's better with Lyra. Absolutely, Andrea. Welcome back. I agree. I mean, and you can see it, like she's conveying it very well. And for Tatum, she's been down this road. She's been hurt by others. She's broken, damaged. But you will feel her wrath. And there is no wrath like a woman scorned. So we'll see. As here comes Lola. What? Why don't they announce any of these matches previously? Elimination Chamber got that one. Zarya, let's go. CM Punk is slowly becoming Bret Hart. In what way, sir? Punk versus Cody and Seth versus Braun at WrestleMania. Yeah, I mean, that's been put out there, and it could be the case. I think that's been put out there. We all saw it too, Dave. We saw how they tried to push the interaction. However, Seth, Punk and Cody, so what would Roman be doing? And I think that Seth, if healthy, I mean, again, he could have a big factor in all this. Could Seth and Braun have issues upon Seth's return? For sure. But to me, it would make the most sense if Braun was champion then. So that sets up a dynamic going into January. My birthday is December 6th, which is Saturday. I'm going to be 36 years old. Wish me an early happy birthday. Well, you asked very nicely. No, but happy early birthday, December 6th. We will be, Saturday, right? Let's go. Let's see if we get balloons. Sometimes works. There we go. Happy birthday, Andrew. 36. Paul White said Bishop Dyer could be good at fit in AEW. He could be. I've seen Bishop live. I think he's a solid worker. I liked him in WWE. I think his booking fucked him hard. Like, this guy got every shit gimmick possible, and none of it ever panned out. As we have the Iron Survivor list all split right now. Jordan's pounding on somebody. Pause. Lola on the apron. Lonnie down to the floor. Lola's a star. An absolute star.
Yum yums.
Just a star. Wendy Chu, NXT Full Circle. We'll see. What was I saying before that? Yeah, I can't remember. But, oh, yeah. No, he's good. But where does he fit in? Could he help AEW? For sure. There's a lot of good workers out there. And he's a guy, whoa, Lola soul off the top, moonsault. And all the ladies go down, 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 down. But I think Punk versus Roman for the title should be the Mania, because remember after last year, Mania, Punk and Roman pushed each other during the match, and then Seth, and now the Buddy. Yeah, again, there's always a potential of going somewhere with that. And I think with not having, we didn't have the shark cages this time at Survivor Series, and I feel like that was a lost element. That was a part of the fun of War Games. In previous years, we talk about Punk Roman, right? Punk Roman hate each other, but they're in a shark tank together, and now they got to get along. They got to, they're rolling their eyes at each other. They're making faces at the camera. So we will see how they set that up. Some people still think they might do the Rock and Roman in Vegas. I don't know about that, but we'll see. So Seth will be back until after Rumble for sure. But Seth could come back and be a factor. It'll depend on how his rehab goes, right? Like if he's ready a month before Mania to just hold him off, and maybe, it looks like Punk's going to beat Braun and Seth comes back, or vice versa, and then we run something like that, possible. Dun, 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 dun. Liv Morgan offer the movie of Queen of the Ring. Okay. She should have said yes. So much potential. Ooh. Everyone's agreeing with somebody. I got to go back. Nice moonwalk by Soul. Yeah, I noticed. But wasn't really paying attention. Mine is on the 15th, and my ex-brother is on the 12th. Ex-brother. Oof. Roman, okay. 15th. Right on. My birthday's on Christmas Eve. This is my favorite day of the year, Josh. True story. I like that day more than my birthday. But yeah, that's awesome. Let's go. Now, Josh, does that fuck you up? Do you only get like half the gifts? Or do you double down? How does that work? CM Punk will get screwed. I mean, soon, JJ. Okay. I mean, again, we talk about January 5th. He's got to defend that title against Braun Breaker. I mean, that could be a moment, right? And we still got to figure out who's behind the hood. As right now, we do have a nice lockup. Is Kendall Gray really giving JC a hard time? I didn't put a poll up for this one. I don't know if I took the old poll down. 55%. This is so funny. Talk about twin magic. 55% went with Nikki remix. 44% going with Bray. Basically a tie. Son of a bitch. Didn't teach us anything. 5-star match. Let's go. Generational talent, my guy. Just fucking here to claim a spot. Let's go. Fuck. She's the answer to the situation. Flying all over the place a little bit. As right now we got Lonnie, tomato, all over Kendall Gray, tags in to JC. And to me, right now, Fallon is the standout of this group. Fallon is ready. I want Nikki Bella to be women's Triple Crown. Like at the Kentucky Derby, maybe. I don't know if here's a good idea. Nice moonwalk. Got that one. So weird lately. Kendall Gray grappling skills are amazing. She's doing Chad Gable's moves. Again, bring your natural talents, your natural skills into the mix. She's done a good job of that. Absolutely done a great job of that, Chris. Done very well on Evolve, obviously being their champion. So again, you just kind of mix her in with some of the ladies. How does she do? How does she hang? How does she, fit in overall? Okay, she's doing well. Time for her to give that belt to someone else because we can use her. What? That's the Dave Meltzer rationalization of like 4.5, 5, same thing, right? She won by like a vote. Like one person fucked it up. Surprised it wasn't 50. It was close. If I waited, I might have been able to catch it. Hey, that's my name. Don't wear it out. You're a fake. You're a phony. And I wish I never laid eyes on you. I feel like this is music lyrics from the classic movie. No one in the chat can figure out what one. Hey, that's my name. Don't wear it out. You're phony. And I wish I never laid eyes on you. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. I knew. I almost felt like it was lyrics. All right, Chad, have at her. I'm thinking. I wish the entire faction would get called up. The main roster could use fatal influence for sure, right? But you got to make sure you're bringing them up with purpose. And I mean, we saw last night on Raw. I mean, the women's division is pretty crowded. However, it's turned out to be the women's tag team division. That's the spot that's the most crowded. Michael Spikes. There you go. I like it. I like it. Kendall Gray is a legit shooter. It's funny. Something, yeah, makes sense. Lola could be a female Razor Ramon. I just pictured Lola with a beard. What are you doing? Why? What? In what way? Just because the heritage? How are we connecting those dots, Jose? She's gonna get a fucking start greasing her hair and chewing a toothpick? It's the first time I thought of Lola and Razor in the same situation. Well, at least Ramon. Anyone here been to all the 4 BLEs, PPVs? After this weekend, I just need SummerSlam. Pow! That's amazing. No, I don't have all 4, so all right, let's go. Let's see her as Eddie. And what? What are we doing? You ruined all my fucking fun. Eddie who? Guerrero? Not Kingston, right? Chavo? Oh, Chavo. Oh, Lola. What are we doing? What are we doing? But she's Cuban and from Miami. I mean, yeah. Okay. I think that's where the buck stops on this one. You want to do like? I mean, I guess you could do like the machismo vibe, like turn her. Would she be heelish? Would that get over as like? I mean, she's kind of doing like, you know, she just needs like a toothpick and to be mean to some local marketers. The mystery man is going to screw Braun when he battles CM Punk, and then he reveals himself. But he screwed Punk. Why would he go the other way this time? You might be right, but would you screw Punk again? Would the mystery man stomp Punk? Braun gets the win, and then they reveal him. It's Austin Theory. Austin Theory is part of the Vision. Vision now have the world title. Kendall Gray is Haas meets Chad Gable. We hear him comparing all these lovely women to all of these men is almost sacrilege. There is no reason why Fallon is not a top contender. No. I mean, in the way you're saying it, maybe a little in the sense of she's doing fine, like she's developing, she's getting there, she's getting closer. Maybe they felt that JC was a little closer at the time, and they might have been right, but Fallon's come a long way, and now you're right. Like there's, you know, get her through some stuff, but put her in that direction, please. It is a crowded house, though. It can work. It could. All right. Is that from Greece? Tell me about it, stud. Razor Ramon is not Cuban, but he played a Cuban on TV. Okay. Nigerians are badasses. Shout out Nigeria. I saw someone on Facebook. The women's tag team division should have a ladder match for women's belts. Okay, I'm in. Terrified of Nia Jax and Lash Legend in a ladder match, though. But this is good. Fallon pancakes Kendall. Soul with the kick. Up and over, X Factor. Oh, JC Alba, the roll up. Don't do it. Don't do it. It also reminds me of Serena Deeb with more personality. And there you go. Soul, arguably NXT's female wrestler 2025, guys. Is Soul in the mix for the best that NXT offered us this year? JC Jane, Soul Ruka. But my God, Soul gets the W. Which means we might not like her chances on Saturday. San Antonio. So they're in San Antonio and TNA's in El Paso this weekend. So Texas getting all the love. The wrestling hotspot that is Texas. As always, Clash of Champions might return very soon. Oh, wait a minute. Saria Spears, Kendall Gray. And now, oh, here we go. Lola's playing peacemaker between Ruka and Zarya. They're not happy. And now we go to Anonymous. As it's a little odd that Anonymous will film people just sitting alone in their locker room, but I digress. Javon talking to himself, perhaps? Her daughter as a Roxanne 2.0. Isn't Eddie one of Eddie's daughters trying to get into the biz? Austin Theory or Seth? I agree. Dark horse for me. If I had to throw out like a wild booking, this would be fun. LA Knight. And that's why they didn't reveal him yet, because he's still in the tournament. He's the only guy I can think of that has a legit gripe with Punk outside of who was involved. Right? If the guy that stepped on Punk has nothing to do with the vision, which he probably does, Paul's a liar, but if he doesn't, could it be Knight? Knight has a legitimate issue with Punk, so maybe that works. Kendall been in the ring longer than anybody. She's a worker, man. I give you that. That lady as a bright future as Ricky Saints. New Year's Evil, he'll get the fight against. So Ricky's trying to sell Javon on like, let's win one for the Gipper. I'll admit there's a couple of holes in my comparison. Hell, you know, the Mystery Man is very nice and very evil. Yeah, could you imagine? He would have cursed him, not stomped him, though. Oh, so we're doing a contract signing tonight? Boo earns. So here comes OTM. Might be setting the record for the most matches on a card that none of the matches were announced prior to the show. Mystery Man, got that one. Liv doesn't have a match on January 5. I could see her winning Rumble and winning at WrestleMania. Yeah, again, I think they did a good job with, Liv just letting the current champion know that she's around. But but at the end of the day, I think that she is a front runner for Rumble. She would have a chance at Elimination Chamber. I think as I sit here right now, I still believe that Bianca Belair is going to win the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble. I think that Liv could win Elimination Chamber. If you want to keep her on the poster and you want to keep her relevant. Now people are going to say, but they didn't even put Bianca on the poster. And the part of me thought maybe even more reason why it's her. But we'll see. Things change. Scott Hall, okay. That's good news. I guess. I don't know. Impressive win. No, good win. Good match. Fun match. Good match. Let's go. So we got a couple good matches here tonight. The overall vibe around NXT pretty good heading into the show on the weekend. Not a bad show overall as far as what they've given us. Now we get OTM versus Chase U. Is that worth a poll? Let's get a poll up there. Who throws a shoe? Sorry, there's a shoe in the chat. OTM. Yeah, I think there's something there for OTM. I just think OTM doesn't have the right gimmick, doesn't have the right presentation. They haven't quite found a fit. We saw Miss Parker left them in the dust. I felt bad. Like, she didn't even give them a chance. All right. All right. So we have OTM taking on Chase U. Soul is hitting that Soul Snatcher smoother and smoother each time. When I first saw the Soul Snatcher, I really thought she was going to struggle making it like a move that didn't look forced, a move that you saw coming at all times. And I think they've done a really good job. She's done a really good job of making it more of a spontaneous move. She's hit it from different angles, different directions. So to her credit, she's actually made it work really well. And again, got to be one of the best wrestling finisher names in the business. Right? Has to be. JC takes the pin. We got to make it serious, right? Braun Breaker 2. Javon for the men and Soul Ruka for the women. KJ, hello, everyone. Hello, Bradley. How you doing? Javon for the men. Yeah, that's fair. Javon. Oba's in the mix. Saints is close, but I think just behind those two. Javon, you might be on the head with Javon. It's so hard to deny not just what Javon's done in NXT, but what he's done in TNA, what he did on the main roster, what he's done in AAA. It's been good. What the fuck? What are you cursing about now? It's been a while since I got my soul snatched. I highly recommend it. It's crazy. It's still Stephanie Vancouver for NXT. Get out of here. I didn't mean she's in the mix, but how long ago did she come up? As right now we are getting CM Punk and John Cena going back in history. Look in the mirror, kid. Yo. Eddie Guerrero is smiling. KJ, you should do a King of the Chat tournament. That's interesting. I like that idea. I would have to kind of formulate how we would decide that, or how would we do it? Would we do it like head to head? We take everyone, we'll put sign-ups out. If you sign up, your name goes in a hat. We do random draw for seating. And then on a given night, whoever does better in that night's predictions moves on in the tournament until we crown a king of the prediction or king of the chat tournament. How are we feeling? We're brainstorming, people. We're coming together. We're making magic. We're making movie magic. Not bad. Maybe we could do something. You see it anywhere else? They heard it here first. Got that one. Thank you, sir. Again, you are amazing. Has anyone heard an announcement regarding the NXT showcase matches at Cena Mania Saturday main event? Actually, I don't think I have as of yet, my guy. As Oba walks in on the Dark State. See, I know Nick's not here to argue with me tonight, but I like what Dion's doing right now. Like, Oba comes up and says, "Oh, you made it to the Iron Survivor," and Dion tells you what the mission is, why these guys are doing what they're doing. You know, you overlooked me. Remember last time we were standing here, you didn't even acknowledge me. Like, it's this disrespect. So, dude, there's gonna be some angry people. You know, my partner coming back next week, he can be upset if Oba's the champ and Dion's his challenger. Dark State with all the gold. Let's go. So are we never going to find out who? No, I guess not. It's just a thing, you know. They've never even hinted at finding it out. They're just like, yeah, there's somebody here that goes around taking creepy videos of our locker room. Kenta wants to wrestle Nakamura in Noah on New Year. Do it. Book it. I'm in. Book it. So Chase Hughes here. Andre Chase just looks like the lost older brother. Lola Vice. Jesus, Javon really is the new Ted, which makes Leon the new Bill. They definitely have that, that bro love vibe for sure. Yes. I think it was new last time I heard it. Still new, but will Liv get her revenge on the Kabuki Warriors for injuring her? I would think so. I think right now what the point of Raw was is Liv and Rox and Rack are putting everybody on notice, putting everybody in that division. Anybody that puts on a pair of boots, you're gonna have a problem with us. And that's, again, it works. It really works. Like, if she wants to get that tag team gold back, it works. There's a way to do it. If she wants to get her gold back, there's a way to do it. So I mean, again, a fan of what they're doing with Liv. I think she's a star, and yeah, I think there's some revenge in there for a lot of people. I think NXT Anonymous is a plot device. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yes. Got out the mud. One day it just turns out to be fucking Hornswoggle again. Belair needs to be heel. Yeah, you know what, Mr. Quake? That is the one kind of flaw in my argument, because I thought she might be going heel as well. But with Jade being the heel, does it set up for a babyface Belair to return to go after her? That's my thought process. I think we're going to get Jade, Belair, WrestleMania. Maybe I'm wrong. Put Jade, yeah, like fuck. Put it down. Put it down.
.530, shots fired. Can we get an EMS code 3, Washburn 51st Street? We got one down.
One down. Let's go. Yeah, I'm totally over Chase U. I really am. That's, yeah, I would agree with that. They like their look, they look like a creative character for sure. Like, to take it a step further, like I don't know why, but they just look like they picked the ring gear and the vibe and everything straight off of 2K. Like, it just lacks them to me. It lacks authenticity, and they're two big, powerful dudes whooping ass right now. Like, look at that move. The tandem offense. Oh, he pulled it through, drops him on the knee. Like, there's no reason why these guys wouldn't be dominant. Two count. They just got to kind of, I think, lose, like that. You don't have to be from the streets, right? You can present something. I don't know. I'm just not buying it. I don't feel it. And the name and the presentation don't connect, right? You're supposed to say you're from the streets. I don't know, man. You're not giving me that vibe. I reckon it's still Joe Hendry that wins Iron Survivor. It's very possible, Bonkers. But, again, not a slam dunk. Bring back Duke Hudson. Wow, you want to play poker? Do you think TK starts show with a face-to-face with Joe Kingston? I hope not. I hope that's not the first thing we see. Go right into the match. Go into a match. Do the pyro. Start with a good match. That's my choice. I guarantee you, Damien, if they start with Joe and Kingston to open, I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it cooks. Because if it opens and it's flat, we're not coming back from it. I think we're done. I think we can just tap out. I want to see this. I want to see it do what it needs to do. I know I've been critical of this booking decision. I know people have been mad about my complaining about it, but I don't love it. But I know with the mic, it should be phenomenal. Connors hits a stunner. It's crazy. I'm surprised they're getting beat down. Me too, Corey. I think that Javon wins Iron Survivor. It's possible, especially with that part. Nick is sick. Hi. How's Nick doing? Has he been around? Nick. Hope he's doing well. Out the Mud needs Jada Parker with less Jada. You know, yeah. I mean, you need a Kalani Jordan. Yeah. OTM gets the win. Again, a strong squash match. You want OTM to look good. Chase U's a great squash as far as a team to squash. And yeah, I honestly think they just got to kind of change up a little bit. But we go to AAA and Iguana against Iguana and Lola against Chelsea and Ethan. Decent tag. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Again, for what it's supposed to be, it was on point, right? Like, you want OTM to get a win. You want the other guys to kind of try and get some offense, but get swatted around. But Ava all over the place tonight. What are they saying here? I have a special place in my heart for Eddie. Eddie seems like a great guy to fucking have a beer with, but it just, I don't know, man. Eddie versus Joe doesn't feel like the hot, cool, exciting championship rivalry that AEW should be having in 2025. It'd be great if it was TNA, like Eddie Kingston versus Joe. For some reason, I have no problem with it. But wait. Ava's showing her. Iguana is in Ethan's truck. And Ava's doing her best acting. Oh, there you go. Okay. It's good. All right. That seems fair. I really liked Eddie. I liked Eddie's work on the independents. I liked Eddie. I love him as the Mad King. I love him as the guy who's just unhinged. He does like neat little things that you don't see other wrestlers do. Eddie will like tell the cameraman to get out of the ring, get off my apron, like that kind of shit. Like these little details. Like, you haven't earned that. Get out of here. Like, it's crazy. But I think Eddie blew up. He got on the scene. He was energetic. He was exciting. And then some things happened that didn't go so well. Like he looked like a donkey doing the exploding ring match when he's, jumping on Moxley for sparklers. Looked weird and wrong and didn't go well. And then, some articles get written about him, some interviews go out, and you start realizing this is like a blue collar guy that wants to make his nephew proud. And, he's been through the struggles, but he's a grinder. And things haven't really always gone his way, or very rarely have they gone his way. And he was selling his boots before he got the call to sign. And it's a great story, but you didn't capitalize on it. So now it's like, oh, Eddie's going to fight the world champion. Well, why now? When Eddie's been like relegated, he's been off TV because he's injured. You bring him back, you put him in a partnership with Hook, and then he gets dumped by Hook like a bag of fucking potatoes and just moves on. And yeah, I don't know. We've seen too many like Eddie versus Suzuki, Eddie versus Ishii, Eddie versus Tabata, and it's just the machine gun chops that look like shit. The slow, the botches. His return match, he botched. Not just him, but others too. Like, and I'm not saying he can't ever make a mistake. It's a collective of not great as of late. Ava got her acting from her dad. It's equally trash. I'm not going to say anything. I'm kind of inclined to agree. An iguana in his truck? Well, they are in Florida. It's true. I will say, an iguana when you're drunk is fucking terrifying. Iguana versus Ethan Page deadline. Yeah, there you go. So that's been added. Oh, by the way, the predictions. I was waiting for tonight's episode to see if they added anything. The predictions will go live tomorrow. So, Michael, your predictions title will be on the line on Saturday during deadline, and I will put in the chat the link for everybody as we go forward. Keep an eye on all our socials because it will go out there. But you get to be a friend, tell a friend. Even if they don't watch the channel, even if they don't watch wrestling, they can click the link and just guess. And we'll see how many people we can get in for the prediction champion this Saturday. And we'll have more than just who wins again. We're going to do some prop bets and some moving things around, maybe guess the order. Mr. Iguana versus Ethan. It's true. It's going down. Joe Hendry for the men and Soul or Jordan Grace for the Iron Survivor. Okay. Joe, yes. I think I'm going to have to think about this, but Joe or Javon perhaps. Soul, Jordan are good picks. I think it's Jordan Grace that's going to win this one, though. I don't think Gray is going to get it. You're just going to show her off and make her look good. Lola would be awesome, but I don't know that she needs it. I think Jordan Grace. I think it's got to be Jordan. Kalani, just don't even fucking get out of here with that. I can respect Eddie's story, but I just don't care. It's just like Darby Allin's story, which is just like Danny Garcia's story, which is just like, I agree with you, man. And once in a while, I would love to just hear like a good, like everything went well. I'm happy. I did well. I'm good. But yeah, I mean, you got a point, right? Like Darby can only tell us so many times of, we get it. You had some hardship, but now you're doing good, homie. Like you don't have to keep talking about once upon a time. Well, right now you're rolling in a lot more than a lot of us are. So it's time to move past your, as we got Shiloh back. What are these stories? Like, I thought this was maybe going to go well. I don't know what we're doing right now. Mr. Iguana versus Ethan Page at Deadline. Yes, sir. Eddie is a Vow Hall guy. Okay. Are they doing Ethan versus Mr. Iguana because they ran out of new NXT guys for Ethan? No. It's been an ongoing thing. So I like it. And you're trying to get your AAA promotion over. What is this? So are we watching like someone out there has to give me their synopsis of what they're fucking watching with this. Like, I don't know what he's selling us on. Like the Happy Keeter, the guy that on, like, yeah. It's a bit of Brave vibe to it. Anyone got that? Kind of early day, like, transitioning away from Husky Harris into Brave vibe, early day vibe. Like, is that what they're trying to do kind of here? But like, I'm a computer nerd. I'm good at sports, but I'm also psycho. And I don't get the whole story. Like, I could have been eaten by wolves, but I love The Undertaker. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing? How are we going to say The Rock is a bad actor when he's one of the best wrestlers we've ever seen on the mic? I didn't say it. I mean, some of his movies might not be great. So, yeah, there you go. Official North American Championship. Mr. Iguana, Ethan Page. Boo-hoo, I was poor, I almost gave up. Who cares? Right? No, I mean, again, it's awesome to hear people can drag out of bad situations, and it's great inspiration for those who are in bad situations. You just can't, like Michaels couldn't sell us on the boyhood dream, after winning the title a couple times and after everything. The boyhood dream was cool, but now we've kind of, all right, you've been the champion for a few years, you're loaded rich, we're kind of over the whole boyhood thing, right? So at Deadline, Tatum, Izzy, it's going to be good. I think it's going to be really good. No stip. This was like a match that you could put a stip on. Eddie is a bingo hall guy. Yeah, but like, I think if you took Eddie and kind of put him in like a player coach role where he has a faction and he's the Mad King and he can cut these crazy promos and run and cause chaos, they're gonna be like what John Moxley wants to be. And then, but he doesn't fight. The guy, his faction fights for him. And once in a while, the king comes off his throne to have a scrap. That's what I would do with Eddie. Because if you see Eddie multiple times in a month or in a week, you start really seeing the holes in his game when you see him multiple times. Spread it out, stretch it out. But he still has a value as a character. And AEW lacks good character. Do we get a debut at The Righteous or Private Party? Again, I don't know. The tag titles, are the tag titles going to be on the line at Deadline? I don't think so. So maybe not a tag team. Unless somehow, if does, Dark State get involved in the Iron Survivor and then somebody comes out to help them. Maybe. All Elite, woe is me. I like it. Finally has to win the big one. He might have a point. I love Lola, so it's hard to bet against her. What's up, Boston? I agree, Mega. I just realized TNA is running against AEW Ring of Honor on Friday. Yeah, I don't know why. I know people are going to give me all the reasons in the world, but what are we doing? I've seen some of them. Yeah, like, again, it's just not quite locked into what he's trying to pitch me on, but like, I'm a good old, like, clean cut American piece of pie, but I'm a little loopy as well. I don't know. Shiloh again. Like eventually the characters in AEW have to evolve. It's like they stuck in a time loop. I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. Right? You tell me who's doing new shit right now. The Bucks are the Bucks. The same Bucks that stood on the podium at the first ever press conference for AEW to announce AEW. Like when they came out, they are those two guys still. Kenny's still Kenny. Like, everyone's kind of in the same place. The Bucks are going to team up with Kenny to take on this team. You're running back just story. Jack Perry's mad at the Bucks again. Like, it needs evolution. It needs growth. Nobody's developing. No one's evolving. No one's like, wow, they used to really suck. Now they're great. Or they've come so far. Few and far between. Bro, Shiloh, come on. Yeah, what are we saying? What are we doing? I don't know. This one's trying to feel it out. I'm trying to feel it out. Yeah, they are definitely odd. I want eventually Ethan versus Henry for the North American title, and Joe Hendry wins. That's a possibility. We'll see how that looks. He's a weirdo, KJ. You think I'd recognize him. But yeah, you're a creepy tech guy. Yeah, right? Like, kind of like, this is a really like, and then I could have been eaten by wolves, and it's like multiple personality kind of vibe. Like, is there, is it the three faces of Shiloh? What are we doing? Give this guy a match. Now I know the kid can wrestle, but yeah, give him a match. Let him beat up Briggs. Ethan Page versus Mr. Iguana at Deadline. That's going to be good. It should be fun. Again, the guy that takes himself uber serious, the guy that's painted like an iguana. What could go wrong? Trick or Jada Parker? Not sure what the question, Alan. You got to be more specific, sir. If I had to pick between them two, for what? Taking Jada to dinner. I mean, like, I don't know what the question is. Rock is worth damn near $1 billion. He's doing something right. Killing it. I know people love to hate The Rock, but again, I think it's another example of when you get to the top, when you peak and you're just crushing it and you're making more money than everybody, then people just find a million reasons why you're a piece of shit. It's just what happens. We've seen it time and time again. It's not just with wrestlers. It's with actors. It's with music. Everyone does the same shit. Oh, man, the band, they're killing it. They used to be cool, bro. But they used to be cool, bro. Yeah, it's this weird, negative, fucking half-empty bullshit approach this world has to just about everything. I preach, and I hope people can be more positive and dig into some of the good stuff. But yeah, I mean, The Rock's done good shit. We can't act like he didn't. He also did the Tooth Fairy, which, I mean, it was what it was. Made him bank. What's the one when he has to fucking save it? Is it San Andreas? Is that what it is? I don't know. He's made some shit movies too, but they all can't be classics. The boyhood dream has to eventually turn into a man's reality. Where's my button? Where's my button? You're getting a button on that one. Where is it? I should give you the yum yum one just to be nice. Now I'm almost. Well said. Well said. Well said. That's exactly what AEW feel like. That should be on fucking AEW's mission statement when you walk in their head office. The boyhood dream has to become a man's reality. Like, that's what I think AEW is kind of locked in. If they're living a boyhood dream, and that's why they kind of stuck, because it's a boyhood dream. It needs to grow up a little. That is on point, sir. Always good to see Javon Evans and Leon Slater tagging tonight, tagging together. Yeah, I mean, they're great. Absolutely great. I was super nervous for Dark State's tag titles because they were facing them. Eddie Kinn's gonna be, yeah. I mean, if the fucking tank top fits. Like I said, I love Eddie's story. I just don't know that the company and the booking has done him any justice to the point where I've developed apathy towards Eddie. And I feel bad in a way. But realistically, I don't. But here comes Dark State. We're getting the big main event up next, folks. I'm trying to decide if I like this. No, they could have better music. I don't know. I think there's a real chance that Javon and Leo will beat Dark Steve for the tag team titles. We'll see. I mean, again, if they book it again, if they run it back, I know they're fucked. So you're on to something, but we'll see. They might get tied up in some other stuff for a while. Main event. We're at the main event finally. Let's go. Feeling good. How's everyone doing out there on a Friday night? We're still rolling. Lots going on. Again, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe. And again, we are back tomorrow as I try and squeeze as many agains into a 4-minute window as possible. But yeah, we are back for Dynamite. Of course, deadline here on Saturday. And the prediction title will be on the line Saturday night. Keep an eye out for the links. They'll be on all our socials. They'll be on the Discord. So do not miss out. Do you have any interest in a hardcore holiday death match? You had me in the first half. I'm totally down for a hardcore holiday, whatever that means. Death match, why not? Christmas, Halloween, Easter, Thanksgiving, major holidays become major gimmick matches, and I have no problem with it. If you were doing them all the time, no. But yeah, I mean, they're going to use candy canes and fucking, I don't know, all the goodies. A Yuletide log upside the head. Because right now, Miles Bourne in. Oh my God. What a power slam. Dark State is here. Get the butter. Well played, sir.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
Darkest Taint. Come on now. Dark State's music sucks. Yeah, it's not great. We have this big tag match going on. Ava, they're showing a split screen of Ava in the back getting ready for a contract signing. Honestly, save it for social media. You don't need to put contract signings on weekly shows anymore. Just set up a gimmick, sit them down at a table, record it, put it out on Twitter and Instagram and all that fun stuff, and let's move on. We do not need live contract signings at all, ever. Eddie looks like he always has a long piece of ash at the end of a cigarette. Hanging out of his mouth, talking the whole time. Zarya Love Jam. Let's go. Let's go. You can't be wrong. You can't go wrong with Zarya. Zarya is now getting into it with our friend Soruka. So we'll see what happens there. Fallon Henley is engaged. Congratulations, Fallon. Lucky man, lucky man. Let's go. Have I mentioned that Miles? Yeah. You have mentioned Miles sucks. You have. So sorry, Miles. You're out. But all right, Cutler in the corner. Leon on fire, gets the tag into Javon. More Ava. It's been a lot of Ava tonight. It's been a heavy fucking Ava night for sure. I have to mention that Miles Bourne. Yeah, I got that already. KJ finally framed my t-shirt and hung it in my man cave. Shut up. That's awesome, man. We appreciate that. We appreciate it. It's super cool. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I'd love to see a picture, my guy. Woo! Let's go. Color James is just in the group. He doesn't do much with Dark State. Yeah, I'm not. I feel like they were like, shit, we need a white guy. Color, get over here. Color is okay. There's some wrestling skill to Color. Him being the strong, silent type is best. And it works. You put it with talkers like Sugar. Dion can talk. Osiris talks a little, but again, another guy that doesn't need to talk a lot. He can let his physicality do the speaking for him. He's an absolute beast. Like there is some matchups I want to see for Osiris. Great move, Javon taking out Dion. What Guardian say? Why do I see Miles in the old British skit about the guy with the giant cell phone yelling? Oh, hello. Tatum Paxley is the female Undertaker. Jam, that's an interesting way to look at it, buddy. I wouldn't go that far, but I get it. Dark, spooky, we're good. Cutler is Lurch of Dark State. Yeah. He really is. Good evening. As Dion pops Joe. Joe's not happy. Miles should do Cena's gimmick, but instead you can't see. Oh.
Shit.
It's crazy. Cutler James is the one white guy on the basketball team who can hoop, so he fits in. It's facts, right? Every group has like one, and you're like, what did that guy do to get in here? Facts. That's too funny. Who do you want in the finals? Tony Storm, Mina, or Megan Bain, Marina Shafir? I think Tony and Mina are going to win this. I think Tony and Mina are the favorites to win this. Who do I want in the finals? Megan Bain. I laughed that you left Megan Bain. Just Megan Bain. I think Megan Bain might be a better overall situation. I mean, Marina Megan Bain and Marina Shafir. Wow, that is fucking hilarious what I just did. Yeah, they definitely should be a force to be reckoned with. But I think Tony and Mina are going to win it, and it's going to probably kill the buzz of the mega problems. Cutler James, Brandon Cutler. Or greater than. I said equal to. It's funny because Brendan Cutler is kind of trying to build himself back up, and he's done some interesting things lately. We'll see how he works through like independence and such, but getting away from what he was doing was probably best for his career. Maybe not his wallet, but his career for sure. I wonder, is he still under contract? Like, is he? I don't think so, right? But he's like the Bucks friend. So is he like just on a permanent paycheck? Megan and Marina win. Yeah, if anybody watched the craziness, that was my brain going through that fucking lump of names with no punctuation. It was hilarious. Do you see the Elite being trios champions? Well, yeah, I can see it. Do I want it? Probably not. Do I care? Probably not at all. Like, I just don't see it, dude. Like, I think get rid of the trios belts. You created the trios belts to duck the tag team division because tag teams were getting over that you didn't want to give the belt to. I feel like the Elite getting the trios belt is steps backwards, not steps forward. I don't know. Again, if they're going to do it, does that mean they're actually going to defend them, or is it just another bunch of champions? There's a lot of champions in AEW that just hold belts until it's their turn to give them back. Right? It's everyone's on like the honor system, like fucking preschool of like you get the toy for 5 minutes, then you put it back, and the next kid can play with it. That's what the belts are kind of like. Still signed, there you go. But in Ring of Honor, yeah. So again, I mean, I hated what he did in the early days AEW. He was such a pain in the ass. But kind of going back to some of his roots and such might be good for him. Yeah, and working Ring of Honor again, good for him. Tony Khan keeps a lot of people happy, and I'm not faulting him. I don't mean that insulting at all. Like, good job, Tony. But let's see what happens. Will TK finally care about those trios belts? That's a good question, Richard. That is actually a valid question. Would the Elite make them care about them? Like, kind of be like, hey, we got to make these cool. As Joe gets the tag, laying waste to everybody except Dion hangs him up. Dion showing that Dion can be crafty, moves well, super athletic. Yeah, maybe that is what you need. The belt has to be on somebody that's going to be able to get in front of Tony and say, hello. But the trios haven't meant shit at all. Like, to me, there hasn't been a good trios run. There hasn't been like, oh, those guys were such good trios champions. Like, at least when Ring of Honor was doing trios pre-Tony Khan, they were wicked matches that did feel, in a way, a little different than the tag teams. Right? We see, AAA, CMLL do it. Decent matches. But they got to do something. Their tag team division sucks. Like, Tony has to sit down and look at a piece of paper. Like, he talks about making his grids, write down, like, fucking tag teams. And I've been saying this for months. Who are the cool champions in AEW? Like, who's a cool champion? Someone's going to say Joe, but okay, I'll give you that. I love Joe. Okada's not an exciting champion. I'm not looking forward to Okada matches or Okada rivalries. Mark Briscoe's got a belt, but I don't know how long that's going to last. But I'll give you credit. That one is kind of cool and exciting that you changed that up. Sasha's fucking boring as fuck. I don't know. I'm all ears, unlike this one. Miles Bourne just came out. It's holding someone's pocket. Are you interested in Mark Briscoe, first challenger for no? So this is like, again, the like, you take one step forward, you take 3 steps back. And that's all this is you finally give the belt to Briscoe. That's awesome. Upset victory. I didn't predict it. I didn't see it coming. I wouldn't have picked Briscoe to beat Fletcher, but you did it. And how do you make me not give a shit real quick? Call on Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is bland, boring. I don't want to see him. Briscoe's going to get a good match out of him. But again, there's better wrestlers in this company. Tony Khan books people based on how he feels about people, period. Those crispy steps. I'll be missing NXT on Saturday for UFC pay-per-view. They're not even on at the same time. So hot. Called your bullshit, Mega. I forgot Samoa Joe was double champ, right? Right. Like, I probably could have literally done a poll of who knows who the trio champion is currently, and people would have got it wrong for sure. For sure. Yeah, Daniel Garcia is not the right choice, and Tony's got to stop trying to make Garcia and Yuta and these guys mean something. Like, they're not developing. They're not growing. They're not doing anything new. They haven't found a new move. They say, oh, my God. Holy fucking shit. Javon might actually win this Iron Survivor. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, right? Just breadcrumb it. The fucking panko. When he gave Briscoe the new custom title, so he can give it to fucking Danny. Oh, he goes for the cutter. Osiris catches him, but he flips over. Cutter anyway. From the tippy top. You don't do that. Oh, Dark State breaks it up. Dark State breaks it up. Good match. Good main event here, folks. And all 8 men have rolled in the ring. Oh, we got 6 of them. I lied. 2 of them are down. Color. Sugar. Again, I wish Nick was here because this is a good match. Joe, fall away. Sugar into Cutler. Dion down, yanks the feet of Joe. The question for TK is, now what? What are these stories and characters going? Where are these stories and characters going? That you're right. Like, that is always been the question. It's been a question for a long time, and I think it's caught up to him. Oh, wow. Swanton 450, Leon. Osiris shook. Zigzag. Wait, how did he know the ref counted 3? He wasn't watching. But yes. Miles gets the win. And Leon's mad about it. Javon's mad about it. It's like, hey, we said we had it. He goes, I didn't hear you. Like, come on now. That's not fair. You can't be mad. He didn't know. Chris versus Thekla. Yes. I like Stat. I like Thek. I like them both. Holy shit. By Evans. Yeah, Evans is fucking on fire. Like, to me, Javon Evans is kind of like if you signed like Darby Allin to NXT and then kind of polished him up, and we're like, okay, you're allowed to jump at things, but this is how you're going to jump at things. Like, Javon wants to jump at everything, and it's kind of a better control. However, if Javon was in AEW, Javon would be jumping off the side of fucking buses and into fucking sewer drains and off the side of scaffolding. We are getting a face-to-face between Ricky and Oba to end this one. Not bad. I'm feeling pretty good about this show, actually. I had more fun tonight than I did last night. And they brawl to the back. Of course. AW's ratings from last week, 512. 512 is good. I mean, million would be crazy, but we know what you mean. Okay. See, I much prefer this contract signing like in the back of a segment like this. It's good. This is better. His other senses are right. It's like sonar, like a bat, right? Let's go. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, NXT has gone off the air. That is the show. I take a rating out of 10 every single night. So let me know how you feel out there. What did you like? What didn't you like? What was good, bad, in between? Let me know, let me know, let me know. What's up? How was it? What did you think? Let me know. I've already said all that. My rating for tonight. I had more fun tonight than I did last night. I think the matches were good tonight. I think they were fun. I think they built stories. I think they were strong. A couple lull points. I mean, Chase U, nobody cares. But OTM gets a good win, so I'm okay with that. I think I'm in like 7.5. 7.5. I mean, I see Damien at 7.5. Yeah, tonight was good. Like, I mean, a good go-home show, right? Got us kind of pumped up a little bit about the women's Iron Survivor. Izzy and Tatum's going to be good at Deadline. You add Ethan and Iggy, who have issues. And then the men's close it out with a really fun match. And again, I know people don't like Dark State, but the match is fun. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, they came in, they work hard, and the matches are good. The moves are good. The tandem offense is good. I don't know. Am I missing like openly flagrant botches and miscues? I don't think so. 7 out of 10. Good show. Isn't Daredevil already deaf? He's blind. You is deaf. You is blind. 6 out of 10 leg slaps. Ricky Saints versus Oba, open Deadline. Ricky Saints versus Oba open? Wait, what did I miss? I saw someone else. Who else made that? The men's world title opening. So we're going to do a triple threat with a mystery person? Or am I just losing my mind at this point in the show? 7 out of 10, 7.5, 7 out of 10, 7.5. Really good show. Could have been butter. 6.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
All right. 0 out of 10. No Trish. Again, I caution you, Monet, with some of the talent on each roster. I mean, again, loyalty is a big thing. So 7 out of 10. Def and Daredevil. Oh, you guys kill me. It's so ridiculous. I'll accept it. No butter, sir. No butter. It's gonna become the Yeet chant of the channel. They're like, no, we're out. Good show. Thank you, Kyle. Y'all wrestling fans in this chat need to stop having high expectations. Yeah, no, Josh. Hold up. Josh, my guy. You just told the stop having high expectations. If you go to a restaurant and it's great, and you go back and it's not great, do you just accept, they were having a bad day? No, I mean, again, you got to be reasonable about your expectations. But there's nothing wrong with expecting high, do well, do good, do big. 7 out of 10 is not bad. I mean, again, that's the same thing. I don't expect them to hit a home run every week. So I'm not mad when they give me a show that's like average, right? But they got to deliver pretty fucking on point to be perfect. But do keep in mind, again, as the consumer, you have every right to expect a good level of fucking, service. Run it back.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
I'll remix it. MDB, put it to a beat. Jose, nice rating system. I kind of dig it. Oba Femi versus Ricky Starks. Open Deadline confirmed. Why do people keep using the word open? What is the open part? Almost time for Deadline. We will be live. Don't forget, Triple H booking and creative decisions have gotten to me. It's okay. It's okay. They get to us too. But again, all about reasoning, sir. It's all about, we don't have to love everything, but it doesn't mean you quit, right? It's like a sports team. My team sucks right now, but I'm still their fan. And I'm hoping they turn it around. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we're at the point where now we're getting into food analogies. So what? The restaurant had a hair in my food. I shouldn't have it, right? Like it's true though, right? Like it's like saying you can't get mad because they're really good at what they do. They just fucked up today. No, and again, you shouldn't rage. You shouldn't be wishing death upon people about it, but you should be honest. And that's what I get baffled with some of the tribalism. I don't care who you are. If you put on a bad show, we're going to talk about it as a bad show. If you put on a good show, we're going to talk about it as a good show. And not that we, just based on our opinion. At the end of the day, it is what it is, and it's not the end of the world. We'll still be back here next week watching more. But all that being said, that is the show. We are back here on Saturday for Deadline. Don't forget, this was the Go Home show tonight. Tomorrow, we got Dynamite. We got more coming your way this week. We will be live on Thursday. We will be live on Friday, 7:30 for SmackDown. And then we will be here for Dynamite. Again, be a friend, tell a friend, join the Wrestling Fans United, share the word, use the hashtags, tag us, comment, we'll answer, we'll like, we'll play along. Just give it some love. The comments down below, the algorithm loves them. So make those comments, help the channel out. As the best thing you can do is spread the word of the Wrestling for Life Network. But that's the show. It's in the books. 2:20 on the clock. I like it. Appreciate all the love, folks. Again, we can't do this without you, and we appreciate every bit of it. So, on behalf of Mr. Anthony, on behalf of Raspy Nick, I'm Mr. Everynight, KJ White. Have a good night. See you on the flip side.